Name: Hiroshi Miso. Fighting style: Miso Mishap Marauder. Background: Hiroshi Miso, the misguided and inexperienced son of the nefarious Mr. Miso, ventures into the wrestling world against his father's wishes. Driven by a misguided sense of rebellion and a desire to prove himself, Hiroshi sets his sights on bringing down the heroic Kikkoman. Clad in a costume inspired by his family's Miso empire, Hiroshi becomes a pawn in a larger game, unaware of the consequences his actions may unleash. Abilities: Miso-based gadgets. Hiroshi wields a variety of Miso-themed gadgets, from sticky Miso nets to explosive Miso orbs, adding a unique and absurd flair to his wrestling style. Bumbling acrobatics. Despite his lack of formal training, Hiroshi relies on awkward acrobatics and clumsy maneuvers to navigate the wrestling ring. Naive determination. Hiroshi's naive belief in his own abilities fuels his determination, making him a persistent, if comically misguided, opponent. Signature moves. 1. Miso Bomb. Barrage. Hiroshi hurls Miso-filled orbs at opponents, creating chaotic explosions that leave both wrestlers and fans bewildered. 2. Sticky situation. Suplex. Hiroshi attempts a suplex while deploying a Miso net, entangling opponents in a sticky and absurd predicament. 3. Banzai Splash. Hiroshi climbs the turnbuckle for a high-flying move, often resulting in a misjudged and comedic crash. Role in the series. Hiroshi Miso serves as a bumbling and unintentionally comedic antagonist, driven by a misguided sense of purpose. His entry into the wrestling world adds a layer of humor and chaos, contrasting the more serious conflicts within the series. Relationship with Mr. Miso. Hiroshi's actions are a source of frustration for his father, Mr. Miso, who disapproves of his son's involvement in the wrestling world. The strained relationship between father and son becomes a subplot that unfolds alongside the larger narrative. Catchphrase: for the glory of Miso, Hiroshi Miso is here to Miso manage the wrestling world. Quote, "They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, this apple might have rolled down a very different hill." Trivia. Outside of wrestling, Hiroshi is an avid collector of Miso-related memorabilia and dreams of one day proving himself to his stern father. His wrestling attire features bold Miso motifs, and he often incorporates Miso-themed props into his entrances for an unintentionally humorous spectacle.